Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this look for you guys. It's just a really dark purple smoky eye, and I thought that this would be really pretty for New Year's Eve. I added some glitter in it as well, and this look is really easy to create. I think I used maybe 4 colors, 3 or 4 colors, and that is it. I did want to highlight some products that I'm going to be using in this video that were sent to me. The first 2 products are from Morphe, so thank you so much to Morphe for sending me these palettes. The first palette that I'm going to show you is the 8W, which is the blush palette. So the 8W means the 8 warm palette, and it has 8 eyeshadow pans. And this is just how it looks, and this is the warm palette. And I honestly love using this palette in today's look because I wanted to keep my face kind of neutral and toned down since my eye makeup was so dramatic. So I use the shade MUA today, and the blush palette is really pigmented, and it looks like it comes with 1, 2, 3 highlighter shades. So I'm guessing these could be blush toppers. I would probably use them as highlighters. So yeah, this is the 8W. Why do I keep saying 35? This is the 8W palette, and this is a blush palette. And it is a really gorgeous palette, especially for everyday use. Like, this is a gorgeous palette to use every day because it has those neutral tones, has those warm tones that everybody loves to wear, and warm tones would be absolutely perfect for the winter time. So yeah, the Morphe 35W palette. The next palette that I'm going to be showing you is the Morphe 35V palette, which is the Stunning Vibes palette. So thank you so much to Morphe for sending me this palette, and I used this palette in conjunction with the James Charles palette to create my look today. I really could have stuck with one palette, but since I have both palettes, you know, why not use them? And the James Charles palette, I actually bought that palette when it first came out. I just never got around to doing a review on it, so I just used it for the first time in this video today. So the Morphe 35V palette, I actually think this palette is perfect for the everyday person because you have your dark vampy side here. You know, this is more of your, I'm going out on a date, or, you know, a girl's night, you know, just to a party. You have the dark and vampy side. Then you have your neutral shades right here on the end. Right here on the end, and then right up in here you have your rosy tones, which of course, if you watch my channel, you know I love rosy tones. So I feel like this is the perfect everyday palette. So this is the Morphe 35V palette. So thank you so much to Morphe for sending me this palette to use for you guys. Okay, I also use a new setting spray, and of course, you know, I have dry skin. So this is a dewy setting spray, and it is from Eve Lum. And this is how it looks. I don't know if you can see it because the bottom is like a clear glass. A frosty glass, I'm sorry, but here's the packaging, and I still don't know if you can maybe see this because the packaging is white, but I think you can see a little. So they sent me this, and this is a radiant face mist, and I also use this in today's video. I think that looks really nice on the skin. Like, it makes the skin really nice and glowy, and I feel like this is a really good spray, you know, for you if you have, oops, sorry, I knocked it over. This is a good spray for you even if you have oily skin in the winter time. A dewy setting spray is really nice to use in the winter time, whether you have oily skin or dry skin. I personally love to use dewy sprays all year round, but especially in the winter time, they are my absolute favorite. So thank you so much for sending me this, and I will be sure to have everything linked in the description box down below as far as the pricing goes for each one of these products, as well as where they can be purchased. And the last product that I'm going to mention to you guys is from Sol de Janeiro. And of course, I featured one of their products, a couple of my products on their channel before, and they were so nice enough to send me their new cream. They came out with a new cream. Of course, you guys know I told you how good the Bum Bum cream smells. Oh my God. So of course, that cream is for your bum bum. It is to tighten, you know, and firm all those areas, which I can confirm it works really nicely. On top of that, it smells amazing. So they just came out with another cream, and it is called the Coco Cabana cream. So I don't have it in the box because I've been using it, but this is just how it looks. It looks exactly like the Bum Bum cream, same packaging. It's just that this one is kind of like a minty green and this one is a yellow. So this one smells awesome, just like this one, but this one has the coconut smell and this one is a bit stronger. So this one smells a little more tropical to me, and this one smells like, I don't know, a coconut mixed with some type of fragrance, but this one smells awesome. I'm almost out of this one, so I have to go and repurchase this one because this one is almost empty. But I did get this one, and this is the Coco Cabana cream, and I think this one is to use all over your body. So I've just recently started using this. I got it in the mail the other day, and I've just recently started using it, and it makes the skin feel amazing. On top of the smell, you can't beat the smell. So yeah, this product retails for $45, I think, just like the Bum Bum cream, and you can't pick this up at Sephora. So I'll have everything about this product listed in the description box down below. And again, thank you so much to Sol de Janeiro for sending me this cream. Alright guys, so those are pretty much all the products that I want to feature. Everything I use on my face I'm going to mention in the video. This is going to be a pretty much a get ready with me style video, but I'm still going to tell you all the products that I use in the video throughout the video as I use them. I kind of use products that I knew were going to hold up throughout the night on my skin, and I think that this look turned out amazing. I was going for something really dark, really vampy as far as the eyes go, and I wanted to add some glitter in. So yeah, I think that this look turned out so pretty. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I created this look, be sure to stick around. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos from me, and I'll see you in the next video. And Happy New Year to everybody out there. Bye-bye. Alright guys, so I'm starting out with the Morphe 35V, the Stunning Vibes palette, and I'm going to use the shade Turned On, and I'm using this orange shade. You're not even going to see the shade. I'm using it as my transition color, and you guys know I love burnt oranges in my transition area. So yeah, I'm using this as my transition color. I'm just going to buff that all above the crease. Next up, I'm going to go into my James Charles palette, and I'm going to use the shade Single. And I'm going to use this because I wanted a light matte purple, and the Stunning Vibes palette only has like this really deep plum. So I'm using this shade directly in my transition area, just because I want a lighter purple there. I'm just using a Morphe M505 just to buff that shade all in the crease. And I'm taking it pretty much right on top of that transition color as well. Alright, next I'm going to go back into the 35V palette, and I'm going to take the shade Bad Boy. And this is the really deep purple shade, and I'm using this to deepen up that crease. I'm not going to do a cut crease or anything, but I really just wanted a deep purple in that crease. Since I'm going for like a party night out look, I really wanted the look to be really dark and smoky. Alright, next, going back into the James Charles palette, I'm going to be using Artistry, and it's a very pretty purple with like blue shifts in it. This color is gorgeous. I wet my brush, but of course you guys know I love how shimmers show when you pack them on with your finger. So I just pack the inner corners with the brush, and then I go in with my finger, since I wanted to take that a little bit above the crease, because like I said, I wasn't doing a cut crease. Alright, next up I'm going in back into the 35V palette, and I'm going to take the shade Little Black Dress, because like I said, I wanted this look to be super smoky since it's a party night look. So I added a black to the outer V just to smoke that out. And now I'm just taking the shade Bad Boy, which is shade I put in the crease, and I'm going to blend between my outer V shade and my lid shade. Now I'm going in with my Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art, and this is in the shade Lilac Luster, and it's a really pretty purple, and I'm just going to place this all over the lid because I wanted to add more sparkle. I'm telling you, these types of, and I'm just letting that dry with my fan because you kind of need to let it dry before you look up, so I'm just kind of using my fan to speed along the process. And these glitters, like these Stila ones, Pure Cosmetics has some. Like I said, Revlon is a very good one from the drugstore. They've gotten me so lazy, I don't even like to use loose glitters anymore. So now I'm going back into the Stunning Vibes palette. I'm using the shade Go Nude, and I'm using this to highlight my brow bone. Alright, next I'm going to use my black eyeliner. Any black eyeliner that you have will do. My favorite at the moment is the Showing Eyeliner by The Balm. And I am going to give myself a wing. Alright, next up for lashes, I'm going to be using my Coco lashes in the Style Goddess. And then I'm going to move on to the face. So to prime my face, I'm going to be using my YSL Tushy Clap Blurring Primer. This is one of my favorite primers. I'm just going to use this all over my face. And because I want to go for a super full coverage, oh no, sorry, I'm going to cover up those spots right there between my brows. I had a bump right there, so I'm going to use my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer, and I think it's this shade R30. It's kind of like an orange. So I'm going to put a dot of that on just to cover up that blemish. And for foundation, I'm going to be using my Huda Beauty foundation in the shade Mocha. And this foundation is pretty full coverage, so that's why I'm going for this foundation, because I wanted to go for a super full coverage look. And I'm going to blend that out with a e.l.f. blending brush. Alright, next up for concealer, I'm just really scraping the bottom of the barrel on my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this is in the shade Deep. This is really my favorite concealer, so I just replaced it, but I'm trying to use up this one. I'm just going to use a beauty blender or a beauty sponge to blend that out. Alright, next up, to set my concealer in place, I'm going to be using my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in the shade Kafuna. This is my favorite setting powder at the moment. I just bought the Patrick powder when it came out for Christmas, so I haven't used it yet. But so far, I can't stop using this powder. It looks really beautiful on the skin. So I have mine in the shade Kafuna, and it has a really strong perfume scent to it. So if you don't like smells, you probably won't like this powder. So I'm just pressing that into the skin underneath my eyes, and then I'm just going to place that everywhere else that I applied highlighter. Alright, next up, to bronze up the skin, I'm going to be using my CoverGirl Queen Collection bronzer in Ebony, and I'm just going to use this to bronze up the skin, just add a little color back to my skin. Alright, next up, to chisel out the cheeks, I'm going to be using the Black Radiance Press Powder in the shade Black Bean. I think this is the darkest shade that they have. And I'm really using this to chisel out my cheeks and contour my nose. But I'm going to go over all the other areas where I added bronzer as well. And then I'm going to just contour my nose. Alright, next up, to set all of my makeup in place, I really like to use a setting powder because it just makes everything blend together so nicely to me. And I'm using the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder, and this is in the shade Mahogany. Alright, next up, I'm just finishing off my eyes. You guys know the drill with that if you watch my videos. If you don't, I'm just going to repeat the same steps on the bottom that I did in the crease. So this first shade that I am taking is the shade Bad Boy from the 35V palette. And then I think here I'm just going in with the shade Single from the James Charles palette, which is that lighter purple. And then next up, I'm just using Little Black Dress, which is the black shade in the 35V palette. Alright, next up I'm going to be using this LA Girl Slide On Glide On Gel Liner, I think. And this is in the shade Paradise Purple. And I'm going to use this to line my bottom lash line. Next up, I'm going into my Anastasia Aurora palette. I'm using that really pretty purple iridescent shade. I'm going to use this to highlight my inner tear duct. And next, I'm going into the Morphe 8W palette, and I'm using the shade MUA because I wanted to kind of keep the face a little warm because the eyes were so bold, and yeah. So I wanted a neutral blush, so I'm using the shade MUA, which is a gorgeous color. And as you see, I'm packing that on because, like I said, I love blush. Next, I'm just going to spray my face with some Fix Plus before I apply my highlighter, just to get that, you know, powdery look away. And I want my skin a little damp before I apply my highlighter. So next up for highlighter, I'm going to be using the highlighter from Juvia's Place Tribe collection, and this is volume 1. And like I said, guys, this highlighter really packs a punch, so you only need just a dab because it's so buttery and it's so pigmented, so it's easy to put way too much on. I had to go back over my forehead with my powder brush because it was super shiny. Alright, now I'm just using that same highlighter to highlight the high points of my brow bone. And now I'm just going to set my face with the Eve Plum Radiance Setting Mist. And I'm really drenching my face in this, but I don't want to do it too much because, like I said, this is a radiant face mist. And I know with the Tatcha, if you spray too much on, your face is going to look like an oil slick. So next, I'm going in with a brown lip liner. Any brown lip liner that you have will do. I'm using the one from Kylie Cosmetics. And then I'm just going to go in with Embellishment, and this is a NYX Suede Liquid Lips, no, NYX Lip Lingerie. And I was going to leave it this color, but I love my nude, so I'm going in with Anastasia Stripped Liquid Lipstick in the middle. Alright, and that completes this look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos from me. And Happy New Year's, everybody. I'll see you next year. Thanks for watching.